Hi everyone, I'm Audrey Chapman. I'm the author of Love Selling, How to Sell Without Selling Out. Welcome back. This is the first week of being an author. For those of you who've been following us, the last week we've been quite quiet because we've been trying to catch up, me and my team, on a little bit of sleep. We had so much adrenaline pumping up until last Thursday. So Thursday the 27th of October, we launched my book, Love Selling, How to Sell Without Selling Out. And we just had a great time. First up, I really want to say thank you to you all. There were 1,700 of you that joined us in the Facebook Live as we streamed from the launch itself. For those of you who've been following, you'll know that a couple of days prior to that, we'd launched on amazon.co.uk and on amazon.com. And of course, a couple of days later, had the physical launch, which is in my hometown of Tunbridge Wells in Kent, which is just south of London in the UK. So thank you for all of you that joined us. It was a very, very special moment for me and my team. As you can imagine, it takes a fair amount of organising and a little bit of hard work along the way, which we loved each step of the way. And also, by the end of Thursday night, we all just fell over in a big heap and pretty much slept for the next few days. A lot of adrenaline pumping through our veins. And we are back up and running again, and really just wanted to reach out to you. Firstly, to say thank you for joining us and for all of your messages. We had over 2,500 messages, so it's just been impossible to be able to come back to each and every one of you. And I wanted to know that we have actually read all of the messages. So thank you very, very much, sending your love and your best wishes for what was a very important time to us. You never quite know how these things are going to go. You plan as much as possible, but of course on the day you're never quite sure. So thank you very much. We are hugely grateful for your support and your kind messages. So when we last chatted, I mentioned to you that Emma and I had sent out a number of books, in fact 4, out to people that we wanted to gain their opinion, have a book review, people who we respect hugely. And we knew that they would be absolutely honest and straight up with us, so to tell us what they thought of the book. I wanted today to read you one of those reviews, which is from a lady called Helen Beck. She's the Vice President of Sales and Marketing International for a company called Crystal Cruises, who have their head office in Los Angeles in the United States and Miami in Florida in the United States. Crystal Cruises is an extraordinary business, apart from the fact that they have got the most gorgeous luxury cruise liners that cruise around the world and delight people that have their holidays upon them. They're also a very heart-centered business who believe that service and the customer experience is absolutely at the top of their agenda. I'm sure they won't mind me mentioning that. It really is a standout point about this business. So when we reached out to Helen Beck, the Vice President of Sales and Marketing International, we were very keen to see what she had said about the book. This is what she writes. "This book is just brilliant and I thoroughly enjoyed reading it. Whether you're an established salesperson or just starting out in the world of sales, this insightful book gives you reminders, tools, and life lessons in falling in love with selling, either all over again or at first sight. 3 of the elements that I particularly appreciate in the book are the practical tips about getting yourself in the best place to open the sales conversation, the emotional engagement that Audrey creates with the reader, and her common sense and grounded approach to sales. I'd recommend this book to anyone who is in any way connected to sales, either an office-based leader or out on the road, whether just starting out, a few years in, or a veteran. Will all learn something to enhance their sales." So thank you very much to Helen Beck from Crystal Cruises in Miami. We really appreciate that, fabulous review. Thank you very much. We've also had loads of other reviews. I can't print them all off because we'd be here for hours and hours, but some of the highlights, we've got Sid from London. She said, "Just got your new book delivered this evening, launched only last week, very exciting. Very excited for this. We'll let you know what it's like, but first few pages make me think this is a must for anyone." We've got another lady called Aneska. "I got your book on Kindle today and love it. Thank you." And we've got Mark Thane in Australia. I actually used to work with Mark. He used to put me through my paces, I can tell you, when I used to work with him. So I was very pleased to hear his or see his message. Couldn't get the physical book here, so I had to download the Kindle version, which is great. A little picture there from Mark. From another a director at a business owner, this lady runs a network marketing team. She said, my team are going crazy over your book. It's really just amazing. Thank you. And this is from the same lady. My entire team are getting your book, so when we have our next meeting, I'll get some pics and post them on Instagram and send them over to you, which is fantastic. So thank you very much for that. Alongside of all of this, we've had a lot of questions as people are starting to read the book about the various chapters and coming up with some further insights and stuff that they'd like to know about. So what we've decided to do next week is on Monday, forgive me, I had it written down here, now I've gone and lost my piece of paper. That's not very clever of me. Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week. I believe that's the 7th, the 10th, and the 12th of November. I'll be doing Facebook Live each one of those days to be able to answer any of the questions that you might have that have arisen as a result of reading the book, or indeed share any of the experiences that have been created within you as a result of reading the book. I'm here to do whatever I can to help you. I love selling, and I'd love to be able to share that with you too. So by all means, post your questions that you might have here, either on Facebook or otherwise send me a message, and I'll do my best to answer all of those. During next week on Wednesday, I'll have Emma joining us, otherwise known as Em, who has done an absolutely fabulous job. She joined the team on the 1st of March, and ever since that time has done an absolutely fantastic job for us and for the whole launch of the book. She'll also be with us on Wednesday, and we'll be able to answer any questions that you might have surrounding the book launch. So like I said, we'll do as much as we possibly can. When Emma's with us on Wednesday, she'll be sharing some ways in which we're going to be sharing content with you and giving you all the ways in which you can join into various groups and YouTube and other bits and bobs that we've got planned. So thank you so much for an amazing first week. Thank you for following us, and thank you for joining us last Thursday evening on the 27th of October when we launched Love Selling, How to Sell Without Selling Out. Have a wonderful weekend wherever you are, and I look forward to connecting with you again on Monday. Take care.